much, Sharon. There's a lot more talent in this police department than we know.
I know this room has a great echo, but because this is the 18th of October, I'm going to ask you all to rise for a minute of silence.
Yeah, well, it's the scholarship fund, you know.
Next. Come on, give me your wrist.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. What? Is, how many kids you
Next.
Two?
Got
Three?
one?
Okay.
Huzzah, you got one?
Okay, so it's 4 years altogether. Just...
Wish I loved you.
Hey, Bill! Bill, get that truck out of there! We're gonna have to pull the bench since he's not here. Oh, yeah? You're right. Kevin, just do the bail. Yeah. The bail has to be. Right through here, right where I am. Right where I am.
job.
Good job. Excellent. 1603. All the way to me. Good job. Wait on you. Yeah, you got him a bit. Inside. Bring it in. Good job. First 5 under 17.
He's in there?
Watch your head. How you doing? I'm Fireman John with the Fire Safety Unit. What we're going to do here is we're going to simulate, this is simulated smoke. It's steam. And what we're going to do is we're going to crawl out and we're going to crawl on that wall, just like if we had a fire in our home. You don't do it by sight because your sight's going to be taken away from you. So you have to crawl. You crawl on that hallway that you just came in. Okay? First I want to talk about fires that happen at night. There's only going to be two ways we're going to be awakened. What's one way? Somebody's nice enough to come in and say, there's a fire, we gotta go. The other way is what?
Smoke detector.
Smoke detector. A working smoke detector. So you should know where they are in your home and you should know how to test them. You know how to test it? Okay, we can make it your job. It sits up here. You can go by with a broomstick and you can push this little button up here. That's how you test your smoke detector. Okay? Now, sometimes the batteries are taken out of it, so if it doesn't chirp, that means it's not working. Okay? So, parents, make sure your smoke detectors are working for your children's sake. Now, late at night, could we wake up to the smell of smoke? No. Smoke puts us into a deeper sleep. That's why we have smoke detectors. What we want you to do when you hear this go off, we want you to crawl right down to the floor. So if you're in bed, roll right over, go down to the floor and crawl. And if you can, find the wall. Because no matter what wall, it will always lead to the door. Okay? And when you get to the door, I want you to feel the door at the back of your hand, not the front of your hand, the back, just like this. If you went like this and you burnt it a little, you need this hand to crawl with, right? So is it easier to crawl with one or two hands? Two. So if I went like this and I burnt it, I would only have one left to crawl with. So we feel the door at the back of the hand, all right? That's the signal for the smoke. When you come up to the door here, we'll go feel with the back of the hand. We'll go use the door as a shield. We'll go block it a little. We'll go crawl down these 2 steps backwards. In a fire, we'll always go down the stairs backwards. Because if you were to fall, you fall forward, you could hurt your neck. You could break your neck. You could get hurt. But if you're facing away from the stairs and you fall, you're falling into the stairs. It's less dangerous, okay? So there'll be 2 steps. We go down them backwards. We turn around. We crawl down the wall. Smoke alarm's going off. Check that door. Very good. Okay, open it up. Okay, there you go. There's 2 steps. Go down the 2 steps. Okay? And crawl on the wall. You gotta stay low. That's it. Okay, very good. Okay, let's go. Come on. Oh, you have to go in a fire. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Okay, check that door. Good. I don't want to go. If that door was so hot, go ahead, down the steps here. Don't be afraid. There's a fireman right there. If that door was so hot, you would go over to the window. Would you jump? No. Never jump. You take the sheet off your bed. Go ahead. And you yell fire out the window. Okay? Keep going. There you go.
Stay low and go. That's it. Get low and go. Low. As low as you can. Stay low and go. Turn around. Feel the wall. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep going. That's it. You got a flashlight. Keep coming.
Hi.
Got a flashlight.
He's cheating with a flashlight. Woo. You feel all right?
I'm all right.
That teach you how to do this.
Going 3/4.
How'd the 8-4 do?
You lost. Scotto made the plays. That was it. I kept it in the game. Scotto was like a vacuum. Dude, nothing got by me. Nothing.
What position is that?
Third base.
God, this shit's hot. Yo, check out the spread on the microphone, bro.
No.
Inside. Narvaez.
A lot of queso. A lot of queso. That's a lot of cheese. My Spanish friend. Give me Tommy. Mucho queso. Mucho queso.
They're $1 a piece, 6 for $5. We're going to start those raffle drawings in just a few moments. 127. 127. Good for a t-shirt. Okay, we're gonna give out some. The next one is a Law and Order hat and an NYPD blue t-shirt. Doubling up here. Ticket number 452 451. 451 for the hat and the t-shirt. As you want. Oh, beauty. All right, now we're talking. Now we got some prizes for you. Window with a buddy for free. Ticket number 452 127. Here we go. We're at ticket number 452 486. 486.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If I could have your attention, please. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome all of you to this first annual Lieutenant Federico Narvaez Memorial Classic. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you the former CEO of the 7th Precinct from my patrol car in Manhattan South, Inspector Jeremiah Quinn.
I'd just like to express my gratitude to the people I know from the 8-4 and the 7-0 that put this event together. You know, you did an excellent job. I'm proud of you. I'm sure Freddie's proud. Freddie worked for me in 2 commands. I was fortunate to have him as a sergeant in the 8-4 precinct. And then later on, I needed a good lieutenant in the 7-0 precinct. And I asked for Freddie. And the one thing, when Freddie first got there, the first day I told him, I said, Fred, I said, look, in the 8-4, every time I asked the police officer where the sergeant was, the first words out of the mouth was, Freddie is. And I said, now you're a lieutenant. I said, we'll work together fine, we'll have no problems as long as I don't hear Freddie is. Freddie smiled at me, he knew it wasn't going to happen. He knew the cops were still going to call him Freddie. And the ironic thing is today, everybody's calling him Freddie, and they'll always remember him as Freddie. Let today's event serve as a memorial, not for Freddie's death, but for his life. Thank you very much.
We now have a proclamation. I'd ask Michael Connolly to please step up from the Brooklyn Borough President's Office, and Marilyn Narvaez.
Considering that there's a lot of great people and a lot of good time to still be had, I'll be brief. On behalf of the Borough President, to commemorate Freddie's life and this first annual event, the Borough President is proud to proclaim today, October 18th, Freddie Narvaez Memorial Day in Brooklyn.
Thank you, Mr. Connolly. Next, we have another proclamation to be given by Lieutenant Tony Darby, President of the Lieutenants Benevolent Association. And Ms. Narvaez, please step up again, please.
This is a lengthy proclamation that the City Council has given to Marilyn on behalf of Freddie. And what I will do is just read a couple of the key lines here before we make the presentation. And if I may, it reads, whereas the Council of the City of New York commemorates the life of fallen New York City Police Lieutenant Federico Narvaez, husband, father, cop, and hero. And I think that says it all. There's about 7 more whereases that are appropriate, in which they mention Katrina and the family and you, Marilyn. And it's signed by the Speaker of the City Council, Peter Vallone. And on behalf of all New Yorkers, all 7.5 million of us, we present this to you and your family. Marilyn has a few words. She just wants to say thank you.
I just want to thank everybody for remembering my husband and to be here to remember him. Thank you so much. Love you.
All right, we now have a presentation of an award be given by Assistant Chief Joseph Dunn, the Commanding Officer of Torborough, Brooklyn North, SATCOM. And I ask the Police Officer Frank Latimer, please.
Good afternoon. If I could just have 2 minutes of your time. Before I begin the presentation, Frank, I want to also echo what Jerry Quillen said. The officers from the 7-0, from the 8-4, from the ceremonial unit, from the Runners Club, all of those men and women who put in numerous hours to make this event a success today. I congratulate them, and on your behalf, I thank them, and if we could give them a round of applause for all the work they did. I have been at far too many affairs for fallen officers over the years, in my 28 years of service. And I've never seen an event like this before. But this is the first year of the Freddie Narvaez event. I can't imagine what it's going to be 4, 5, 10 years down the road. I congratulate anyone that had anything to do with it. What a job you did. Congratulations. On August the 15th, 1996, at about 5 o'clock in the morning, Police Officer Frank Latimer and Sergeant Tom Scallon were on routine patrol in the 3-3. They saw a car passing through a red light, and they did what every one of you out here do time and time again. It raised their suspicion level. They thought they'd take a look. They made a U-turn and they followed the car, never ever knowing what was in store for them, but nevertheless doing their job as they're trained to do and as they do like the men and women of the New York City Police Department. They followed the car pulled over, the driver exited the vehicle as they pulled up behind him. The driver walked up to the RMP and fired a couple of shots, and one went right through Frank's head. Thank God he's still with us, but he suffered a terrible wound, and he's been dealing with that ever since. This is what you do day and day again, what your wives and your husbands deal with when they send you off to work each night, never knowing what routine assignment will change your lives forever. Just as it changed Freddie's life and his family's life forever. We're saluting Frank. He's a survivor and a fighter. And I'm so proud to present him with his award today. Frank, I want to read it. This is the Lieutenant Federico Narvaez Award for bravery above and beyond the call of duty. Award to Frank Latimer.
Thank you very much, Chief Dog. I now introduce to you from the Patrol Bar Manhattan South Narcotics, Detective Michael Kazumchek.
Just like to thank everybody for being here tonight. Formerly, for those of you who don't know, I used to work in the 8-4. As a matter of fact, I was partners with Mike Cunningham. Inspector Quinlan was my former CO as well. Just a couple of words about Freddie, for those who don't know, just to give you a grasp of what kind of guy he was. First off, the inspector was correct. The reason why everybody called him Freddie, it wasn't an act of defiance or rebellion to a boss, but you didn't work for Freddie, you worked with him, and he would do anything for you as well. So it was just so commonplace to be one-on-one with the type of guy. And one of the things Freddie was very famous for, which we'll reflect later, I think, in the main lesson, is his sense of humor. And this guy could do the job, get the job done, everybody was happy. The cop was happy, the victim was happy, he was happy. Everybody went home with a prize. Unfortunately, on that night, which I don't know if everybody's aware, today is exactly a one-year anniversary for the night he was killed. And we all gathered together, the 8-4 guys and whatnot. I've seen guys come through that door, and I've seen guys that have seen the dregs of life and have gone through many things, and they never cried at nothing. But that night they cried. They cried like lost babies because we lost somebody we loved. But in the middle of that crying, somebody would come up with a Freddie story, and it was funny. Because Freddie was a funny guy. And the message behind that was he showed you that no matter how bad things were, you could laugh at something. And that's when I took a step out of myself and saw that no matter how bad things were, what we were crying for, even in death, he was still making us laugh. So Freddie is not a hero because he is dead. He is a hero for what he accomplished when he's alive. So whatever you do, never trade your heroes for ghosts. And don't forget Freddie.
Thank you, Mike. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you the sister of Lieutenant Federico Narvaez, Ruth Garbeck.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. Freddie and I were the same height, you can tell. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out here tonight and spending and helping us remember my brother, Freddie. A year ago, I gave his eulogy, and somebody asked, how could you do that? I said, how could I not? But it's hard to think of Freddie as this brave adult. You know, the Freddie I think about is Fred that my mom and dad think about. Fred was terrified to go to kindergarten. So for a week, my mom stood out from the kindergarten class, hugged a tree, and every hour, Fred would pick up his head and look out to see if my mom was still out there. And had it not started raining by Friday, my mom would have still been out there at the end of the school year. That's the Freddie I remember. He was funny, and he enjoyed his job. This has been a really rough year, not only for our family, but for the entire family of the police department. As long as we stick together as a family, the police department, and hold our heads high for the job that you do day in and day out, you will be proud of your job and what you accomplished. And my brother will be proud of you. God bless you all.
We now have just a few additional comments by Police Officer Michael Clayton.
Thank you again. I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce you to the Narvaez family. Many of them have traveled from Puerto Rico to be with us here today as we honor Freddie. I'll start with Marilyn Narvaez, his wife. Katrina Narvaez, Freddie's daughter. Freddie's father, Federico Narvaez Sr. Freddie's mom, Antonia Narvaez. Freddie's brother, David. His brother, Danny. His sister, Ruth Gerber, who you just heard from. Freddie's father-in-law, Juan Villanueva. His mother-in-law, Mary. His brother-in-law, Philip. John, and Harry. I would also be very remiss if I didn't acknowledge somebody else on the stage. He didn't take the opportunity to speak today. But for the last 4 or 5 months, he pretty much dedicated his life to putting this benefit together today, and that's Bill Lonnie. Thank you.
I now introduce the Chaplain, New York City Police Department, Reverend William G. Palazian. I'll give a few comments and a benediction.
Today is a very special day. A day that we will remember as long as all of us breathe. Today, October 18th, every year. Those of you who came this morning, 232 for the Roadrunners, heard the police department band and then went on the run. And I want you to know that Chief Dunn was among those who was running for that. To Lieutenant Freddie and his family, our hearts reach out to you. And I've been here since 9 o'clock this morning, and I've been watching everybody, watching the families, the husbands who took time to kiss their wives or bring a child here or there, a little candy outside, a hot dog, whatever it might be. This is a day that epitomizes Freddie, who was a lieutenant who loved life and loved his family. And we're here to spread that love in a city and a nation and a world that needs that love. And as I sat here and heard about the presentations being made and the proclamation and so on, Frank Latimer, who was up here, who lost his eyesight up in the 3-3 precinct, I couldn't help but feel as I looked up upon all of you how this is the land of the free and the home of the brave because of policemen and women like all of you. And I think you should give yourselves a hand. I want you all to know that you have made New York City the greatest city in the world, and without police department of the New York City Police Department, New York City wouldn't have the greatness that it has. And let the politicians hear that, because they're not the ones that make it great. You're the ones making the sacrifice. If the transit has a surplus, and the Board of Education has a surplus, and the City of New York has a surplus, that money all belongs to the New York Police Department. Don't let anybody kid you. I was with Frank the morning that he was brought in the Presbyterian Medical Center, and I spent an hour and a half with the sergeant who sat next to him after the bullet had traveled through the front of his head. Unconscious, going down, hitting car after car till he finally came to a halt. Imagine yourself with your driver unable to perform. Yet God found a way to have both of them alive. And I have been praying ever since that August morning a year ago that somehow, somewhere in the world, we can put people on the moon and send people out to Mir. We've got to find a way that we can get his eyesight back, because he's a great, great, wonderful police officer. I don't know how he got here. I was hoping he'd come in by helicopter, because he was a helicopter pilot in World War II in Germany, 6 years. Great hero. And he's got a wonderful mother and dad. His dad was a cop as well. So we are family. There's no ripping us apart. We are of every background, every race and creed. We are the united family of the New York City Police Department, and don't let anybody divide you.
Well, the barbecue and Jesus.
You taking pictures? Here I am with my big fat son. Go ahead.
I'm not sure when entertainment is still going on. Let me check.
So where else is whatever going on?
The other two bands are supposed to be showing up at 6.
Gabriel, who did it?
He'll break it.
Trigger finger, here you go.
Dolly, come over here.
Jamie, look. They're filming you. News at 11.
Hello. Hi. Hi.
Say hi.
Hello.
Jamie, look. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.